What's up, everybody? It's JT Sports and Match you guys with another video. This video I'm here with my Baltimore Ravens versus the Seattle Seahawks Week 7 preview and prediction. I'm going to be previewing this matchup and give my prediction for who will win this game. Now, before I begin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, upload NFL videos and college football videos daily. So, this is my game of the week. I think this game should be on Sunday Night Football. Both of these teams have been fairly impressive. The Baltimore Ravens have been good, like I thought they were going to be. And the Seattle Seahawks have once again been surprised, have been exceeding expectations. And this Seattle Seahawks team, you told me this Seattle Seahawks team was going to have the record that they have right now, and they were going to be as good as they are now before the season, unless you're a Seattle Seahawks fan. You would be lying if you were to tell me that. A lot of people had Seattle going 6-10, 7-9, 8-8. I had them going 9-7, and they're probably going to exceed my record expectation by the end of the season. So, I mean, this Seattle Seahawks coaching staff, once again, one of the best coaching staffs in the NFL, and this team, once again, is exceeding expectations. And they're going to be facing a tough Baltimore Ravens team. Lamar Jackson, that has been my MVP candidate for so far this season. I mean, a lot of people are saying Patrick Mahomes and Christian McCaffrey and things like that. But when we got to look at what Lamar Jackson is doing, not only throwing the football, he is very efficient under the new offensive coordinator, Greg Roman. I called this a couple of months ago. I'm going to be linking a video of me saying why Lamar Jackson will be a Pro Bowler under offensive coordinator Greg Roman. And we're starting to see the impact. Greg Roman has been the same offensive coordinator for Colin Kaepernick the year they went to the Super Bowl with the 49ers. And the same offensive coordinator when Tyrod Taylor was a Pro Bowler a couple of years back as well. So it's no surprise that Lamar Jackson is as good as he has been. And this Baltimore Ravens offense is a big threat passing the football. They have a lot of big plays in the passing game. It's either Mark Andrews or Hollywood Brown, but they still are a run-heavy team. They still want to run the football. They're number one in the NFL in rushing yards per game and rushing yards per attempt. They're averaging over 5 yards per carry every time they run the football. Not only do you have Mark Ingram, who's looking pretty good, but you have Lamar Jackson, who is a third running football as well. But we also got to talk about another MVP candidate. Now, I choose Lamar Jackson as my MVP candidate, but we also got to talk about the other quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson. This guy's once again putting up another MVP caliber season, and I hope it doesn't go overlooked this season. He definitely deserves to be an MVP finalist for the MVP award because he's been playing exceptionally well. Not turning the football over, very efficient in the passing game, also keeping the Seattle Seahawks alive. And I mean, this is a Seattle Seahawks team. The offensive line looks to be very okay. It looks to go from terrible to average. So this offensive line is starting to get it. This offensive line is getting very good. The defense is very solid as well. Now, the defense, in my opinion, isn't anything game changing, but they do a lot of things well. So what I'm looking at in this game, right? I'm looking at, because both of these teams can throw the football, but both of these teams really want to run the football. And they both have the big play potential there. With the Seattle Seahawks, you have DK Metcalf, you have Tyler Lockett. You have Chris Carson, who has been pretty good as well. You're going to have Rashad Penny. He should be able to play in this game. So these are two teams that are very good running the football. And their identities of these teams, although they can pass the football, they ideally want to run the football. So it's going to be interesting seeing which team is going to be able to get their run game going and which team's opposing defense is going to be able to have success stopping their opposing team's run and being able to win this game. So I think a big part of this game is the turnover battle. So whoever wins this turnover battle, I guarantee you is going to end up winning this game, because in a game like this, two teams that like to run the football, turnovers mean a lot. Because both of these teams, when you look at time possession, both of these teams are like top 10 in the NFL in time possession. Seattle is somewhere in the top 10. I think Baltimore is either number 1 or in that top 3 of time possession. So both of these teams can really, really work the clock. So I'm eager to see how this game goes. Who's going to end up winning the time possession battle, or who ends up winning the turnover battle? I think those are going to be two big keys in this game. Whoever wins the time possession battle, whoever wins the turnover battle, is more than likely going to end up winning this game. Now, looking at my keys to victory, what easy teams to be able to do and able to have a chance to win this game, For the Seattle Seahawks, they had to be able to stop the run. Now, Seattle, they're not one of the worst teams stopping the run when it comes to rushing yards per game. They're not allowing like 160 yards per game and nothing like that. But they are allowing 4.7 yards per carry. And the Baltimore Ravens are number 1 in the NFL in yards per carry because every time they run the football, they average 5 yards per carry. They're averaging 5.5 yards per rush attempt on the season, which is nearly 6 yards per carry every time they run the football. So if you're the Seattle Seahawks, they have to be able to stop the run because they're not, although their rushing yards per game allowed isn't high, they're allowing 4.7 yards per carry. So you're going to have to be able to stop the Baltimore Ravens rushing attack, and that's going to be easier said than done because you got Mark Ingram and you got Lamar Jackson, who is a home run threat every time he runs the football. So you're going to have to figure out a way to neutralize Lamar Jackson's his rushing ability and find a way to start Mark Ingram on the ground, and that's going to be easier said than done. Next, what the Seattle Seahawks have to be able to do is they're going to have to be able to get pressure on Lamar Jackson. Now, the Baltimore Ravens are 21st in the NFL in sacks per game allowed. And a big reason because of that is because his off the line is more of a run blocking off the line than they are pass blocking. And another thing is some of the sacks Lamar gets on him is basically on himself because he's sitting back there trying to scramble out of sacks and things like that, trying to extend plays, trying to make something out of nothing. So you also can get sacks there with him trying to make plays and things like that. So Seattle is 28th in the NFL in sacks per game. They're only getting 1.7 sacks per game. So Seattle's going to have to be able to get pressure on Lamar Jackson if they want to be able to win this football game. You don't want Lamar Jackson to sit back there and shred you because we've seen what Lamar Jackson has been able to do this season. When you do indeed give him time to sit back there, survey your defense, and give him time to throw, you end up getting a lot of big passing plays to Mark Andrews and Hollywood Brown and things like that. So if you're the Seattle Seahawks, you're going to have to force Lamar Jackson to make quick split decisions with the football fast and force him to get the ball out his hands really quick. You're either going to have to force Lamar Jackson to tuck and run or throw the ball away. That's what Seattle has to be able to do. And with Pete Carroll being a defensive-minded coach, he should be able to find a way to stop Lamar Jackson or somewhat contain Lamar Jackson. I got to stop saying stop because at this point, you can't stop Lamar Jackson. The only thing you can do is hope and pray to God that you can contain him because he's either going to shred you running the football or he's going to shred you passing the football. So it's basically you got to pick your poison if you're Seattle. Next, what the Baltimore Ravens have to be able to do to win this game is they're going to have to be able to get stops in the red zone. So they're third and red zone scoring allowed. They're one of the worst defenses in the NFL when it comes to red zone scoring. They're allowing their opposing opponents to score touchdowns on 70% of the red zone trips. So they're going to have to find a way to stop Seattle in the red zone because you got Russell Wilson, who is very good and run the football, and he's a very good quarterback in the red zone because of how accurate he is and also how good he is with his feet inside the red zone. So you're going to have to figure out to get red zone stops if you're the Baltimore Ravens on the defensive side of the ball. And next up, they're going to have to run the football. Now, in a game like this on the road, I think Baltimore needs to just be themselves. Don't try to be something that you're not in this game. Run the football. I think if they run the football and they don't try to destroy Seattle's secondary through the air, then I think they have a good chance of winning this game because in a game like this, teams tend to get away from their identity, and Baltimore's identity is running the football. And at the end of the day, you don't really want to put this game strictly on Lamar Jackson's shoulders, especially on the road in a tough environment like Seattle. That's a tough environment for any young quarterback to play in. So if you're the Baltimore Ravens, run the football. Seattle's defense is allowing 4.7 yards per carry. They're allowing nearly 5 yards per attempt. So if you're Baltimore, run the football, control time possession, tire out that Seattle Seahawks defense, and keep Russell Wilson off the field. So, the team not going with to win this game. This is a very tough because I really like the addition of Marcus Peters in this game. He will play in this game. So, I'm going to go with, this is a very tough game. I'm going to take Seattle. I'm going to take Seattle to win this game. I think Seattle wins this game because they are at home. It's going to be a very tough environment for this Baltimore Ravens team, and I just think that home field advantage is going to be the difference in this matchup. Now, I do think Baltimore could win this game as well, but the question is Because this game is going to be, who do you trust with the ball in your hands? Now, if Lamar has the ball in his hands to win the game, then I don't really trust him in that situation. On the road and things like that, can Lamar Jackson win a game, take Baltimore down the field in a 2-minute drive and win the game? I don't know. I think it's going to come down to that. I think this is going to be a one-possession game. I'm going to take Seattle to win this game. I think Seattle wins this game. 20-17 is my final score prediction. Now, Baltimore could easily win this game as well, but I'm going to take Seattle just for the fact that Seattle is playing at home, and Seattle is very, very tough to beat at home. So I'm taking Seattle to win this game. So let me know who you guys think is going to end up winning this game down in the comment section down below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more NFL videos and college football videos, and thanks for watching.